Hey, what's up? Welcome to another edition of the Roundtable Talk with your host C Money. And on today's topic, we're going to talk about R&B music. Is R&B music slowly dying, or is it changing for the worse? And in today's topic, we're going to talk about R&B music. Is it dead? Meaning, is R&B music here still? Is it still today? Is it still growing, or is it dead as if it's gone? You know, and I have some co-hosts with me that will be with me today discussing on topics. My co-host from my future, my previous topics, Mr. Oberon Elegance, and also with me I have Miss Kayla Clark, and they will be discussing the topic with me today. And if you have any comments or any feedback you would like to leave with us or tell us about, you can also email us at our email address at roundtable00@yahoo.com, or you can also post a comment at the end of this show on our comments under beneath the after you review this show. Let's get right into it. R&B music. Today's the topic, and we're going to talk about R&B music. Is it slowly dying? And the reason for that is because today, the music today is not targeting everyone. The music today is targeting a certain amount. It's targeting certain type of peers. From the ages 10 to 30. Older people now these days cannot listen to R&B music and get the same feeling as they would back in the previous years and back in years from the previous years. Anybody want to have a comment on that? You would like to have a comment on Elegance, or Kayla, do you have a comment on that? We'd like to talk about it.
To be honest, I'm not exactly sure what you're asking.
The comment is we're talking about R&B music, and we're talking about is it dead? Do you think it's dead, or do you think it's still alive? Do you think it's still kicking? Do you think
Of
it's
course,
still?
R&B music is kicking. No, it's not selling out tours, and you don't see no really big R&B music, R&B artists coming in like Beyonce or Rihanna or somebody like that, headlining tours or whatever. But it's still alive. If people feel like R&B music is dead, then they should go out and support the people that they like. People right now, music is catering to the people that buy music. A lot of people buy music on iTunes with their iPad through different MP3 programs or whatever, and people should try to keep up. It's just that simple. I mean, you can't say that all of these people out there. There's people like John Legend who sells millions of CDs. There's people like Maxwell who made an awesome comeback last year with his CD. People like Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Mary J. Blige. You can't say R&B music is dead just because it's not. Right now, for black people music, hip hop is at the forefront, but that's because hip hop has learned to market itself to a wider audience. So now everybody is trying to keep up with hip hop. So some people feel like I shouldn't have a rapper. I shouldn't have a rapper on my song because I'm an R&B artist, but right now that's what you need just to even get your foot into the door. And once your foot into the door, you can bust the door open and do whatever you want. But it's about getting, especially if you're an older artist trying to make a comeback, you can't expect to be doing the same things you was doing in 98, 89 to be successful in 2010. That's what I have to say about that.
Thank you very much, Kayla. And that on that elaborate, yeah, it is. You're absolutely right. But you know, R&B music is not what it used to be because now these days you don't have the songs that are targeting everyone. And for that, I say, they have to have an upbeat.
Because everyone don't support every artist. You
Yeah,
can't sit there and complain when you don't buy the CDs of the people you like. You want to go to the flea market and get them burnt on bootleg. You have no right to complain.
I'm not gonna say that I dislike the music today, but I'm gonna say that partial of the music that
I
is
didn't say
played.
anything about disliking. I'm saying if you don't support, actually go to Best Buy, Brand Smart,
Yeah,
CD Trader, wherever, and actually purchase, not a bootleg copy. Purchase the CD. Spend the $15 it costs to buy CDs nowadays on people that you like. You have no reason. You have no right to complain.
and that's a good comment. I'm saying that I'm not saying that I don't dislike music now, but it's not what it used to be, and I feel that it basically the music today should cater to almost everyone. That's just like you're a 60-year
If
old
everyone
person
don't buy music, then of course you're not going to be cared to
because there are
obviously you're not being representative when it comes to when they
because
do market research and test research on different people.
yeah,
People like Fantasia. Fantasia should be like one of the biggest selling artists to me because right now she has one of the best voices in music. But
true,
because people don't purchase her CDs, people rather go and buy a Lil Wayne CD over a Fantasia CD. Fantasia takes the back burner to Lil Wayne. It's money in, BS out.
which is true.
You vote with your dollars. That's right. I say you vote with your dollars.
Yeah, and basically, yeah, that is true. That is true. It is how you market yourself, and it is how you put yourself out there. But I'm saying that you can't expect a 60-year-old woman or a man or somebody of a certain age to go out there and buy these type of music now these days because they feel it's not catering to them.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not catering to
But
them.
they'll go out and buy a Temptation album and the Temptations make the greatest
If
hits
they make a
comeback.
comeback, yeah.
But you can't say that because even back then, when the Temptations and stuff was out, and then the older crowd was younger, our age back then, they would go out and support. They would go out to the concerts. They would go out to the Chitlin circuit and support the people that they like. And even their parents, who used to listen to whoop bop in the band, used to be like, "That ain't no real music. All they talk about is
Proud
hunching."
Mary, keep on burning. Big wheel, keep on turning.
So
And we're rolling.
every generation feels like the next
Rolling.
generation of music is less than what they remember.
Rolling on the river.
And Kayla, I agree with you on that.
About every 10 years, music changed.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah, music does change. I mean, it does not. To me, it doesn't change for the better. It changed differently, and yeah, artists need to change. I've seen some artists that try to make comebacks, and we're gonna discuss that in saying a little bit. And I've seen some artists discuss about it, but it just basically to me, music is not an evolving thing.
Posty Money. I'm
Yes.
going to ask you a question since you said music is not in the bar. Who do you like in music right now?
Right now, in the music world,
Anybody. Just name one person.
well, past the present, there are like a lot of people. I like Hattie LaBelle. I like Gladys Knight.
Present people. Present people.
Present people. I'd say I get down with Trey Songz every now and then.
Have you ever purchased a Trey Songz CD?
No, I have not.
You have no right to complain.
I'm saying now.
So now.
But this is my thing. A lot of the people these days, a lot of the artists that are coming out now do have some type of songs that are appealing, and I may like it some, but what they're
It's
doing.
not about do you like the song.
Do you vote with your
Do
dollars?
you vote with your dollars?
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, I agree.
You might not.
How you vote with your dollars?
I would look. I would purchase a Lil Wayne or a Trey Songz or Nicki Minaj. I would buy one
What
of
they
their
got to do
songs
with what do Trey Songz? What do Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj got to do with R&B music?
because they're out there trying to promote themselves as
But they're rappers, and as I said,
the same thing. Rappers or hip hop is the same thing. Either
hip hop and
or.
R&B is two different.
It's two
genres,
different worlds.
Two different
Yeah,
Hip hop is not struggling to make.
but you gotta.
Hip hop is not sitting there talking about, oh, we so poor. Why? Hip hop done changed. We can't sell no CDs.
But see, R&B is evolving with hip hop because now you realize you can't have an R&B song without a rapper coming on there rapping.
Beyonce seems to do it without a problem.
But Beyonce also raps in some of her songs too,
But she don't need a rapper to sell CDs.
because most of her
Rihanna
songs,
don't need a rapper. To
most of
sell
their
CDs.
songs are upbeat songs.
Trey Songz, he have rappers on his CD, but he don't in general need a rap. Chris Brown, before the Rihanna situation, didn't need people to sell their CDs.
Because most of his songs were upbeat songs. A lot
Now,
of R&B singers who sing R&B To
So
either
you
get
saying that
themselves
true
out,
R&B music
to
is just
either get
upbeat?
themselves out there, they either have to have a rapper singing with them, or they have to have a song that's an upbeat song that people can bop to. And that's how I feel what R&B is today. You
Okay.
can't make it out there without an upbeat song or have a rapper on your song singing, because
Michael
every
Jackson and Janet Jackson both created successful R&B careers making upbeat songs. You cannot use that journals. You can't say just because you make upbeat music don't mean make you a real R&B artist.
which is true. We have to take a break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned with us. This is the Roundtable Talk, and we're talking about R&B music. And is it dying or is it changing for the worse? We'll be right back.